Right, last video of the course, I think, because we're now, we're at the first bit that uses the word advanced in it, so you can tell that we're approaching a sort of final position. We're going to look at advanced sorting. Now, do you remember when we generated our multi-work PDF from the reporting area, we could choose our sorting options at that point. And that was great, but sometimes the best will in the world, you want to sort the way you want to sort, as opposed to leaving it to some data to be able to help you to sort. So we are going to, and I've called it advanced sorting, because if you can possibly avoid having to, fiddle around with exactly what goes where, then great, leave it to pub date descending or something. But if you do want to control the order in which products and works appear on your PDFs, then this bit is for you. So what do we say here? We say we're going to go to a report, we're going to choose a display, we're going to create a batch, then we're going to go to that batch and move the products up and down, and then we're going to sort by that, search by that batch, and generate our marketing materials template. So let's do that now, and then you can have a go. So I'm going to go to reporting, and I'm going to find my suitable batch. Here's a great batch now. Let's look at cat there. How many products does cat have? Loads and loads and loads. Wonderful. Let's filter this down so that it only includes the word of. I wonder what that will bring back. I don't want too many. Lovely, that's better. Just for for display purposes. And so the next thing I'm going to do is as the information says here, create a batch from that search, and that's going to give us some control. So I choose a display or action, I go to batch actions, I create a batch, and I'm going to call it sorted cats. You can't sort cats, they'll never stay the same. So that's done, and now I get to go and see my new sorted cats batch, and here it is. Here are the cats in question. At this point, I'm going to order the products here. So let's see if we can do it in some way that we'll be able to remember what we did. Let's go, Atlantis is A, winter is after Wales, world is after winter, world is also after winter, world is after winter, Scotland is there, cats of winter is there. So roughly alphabetical, but not really. This is the order that we want our products to appear in. Fine, so no need to press save or anything, that happens automatically. Let's go back to reporting now, and we're going to search by that batch. So new report, and I can say in batch, products in batch, and then I'm going to choose the sorted cats batch. That's the one that we've just done. Click to search up that. There's our 9 products. I'm going to switch over now to our Create Marketing Materials PDF. Let's use the one that we did earlier. I think it was second flyer, wasn't it? I'm not going to put sort by because I want to use batch order. That's a new option that's appeared now because this search is based on a batch. So that's how we're telling Consonance to use the batch order. So we're not going to be applying any of these sort of data-driven ordering methods. We're using the human done one that I've just done there, and we can group or not group. That's not the point of this exercise. But if I create work level PDFs now, then we're going to be able to see our PDF generate in just a moment, and we'll see if the ordering has been persisted. And so this is a really great way to make sure that if you're doing a spring summer catalogue, for instance, and you just want to get a winter book in because it did really well and it's like your backlist one, then that is completely valid. But sometimes we just need to sort, don't we, in the way that we want to sort. So here that's done. If I go and see what that looks like with my unzipper, here is my PDF. I'll open it with preview, and this should be roughly in the right order. So A, S, W, W, and W at the end. And we've got our groupings in here, which is why we've got we've only got one example of each of the works because we're grouping by work. So that's worked really well. That's a way to make sure that our catalogue is in the correct sort of order. We could possibly repeat ourselves actually if we've got a little bit of time, just to not apply that grouping, and then we can see the same thing happening again. So if I to move things out the way that you can't see, but if I choose our second flyer again, sort by batch order but leave any grouping options alone, then we'll see what different kind of layout we get. So things will still be in order, but will be at product level this time rather than grouped at work level. So I'll just wait for my local server to produce that. A lot of these jobs we put into what's called a background job, because generating, a 500-page PDF might slow you down. So we put it into a background job, and then that's why we wait for our notifications here. And so here is our PDF again. And if we have a look at that, Cats of Atlantis, Scotland, Wales, Winter, World, 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 World. So that is a nice example actually of the difference between grouping by work level and not grouping by work level. We're seeing each of the individual products there, which sometimes you want and sometimes you don't. Those are all options available to you. So yeah, I think that is that's the last bit of running through this kind of show and tell part of things. Now it's over to you. We have been working on a variety of templates today. We've just created a single work template. We've got a couple of multi-work templates, and we've also got some kind of quick start already set up examples if you want us to share those with you. So it's over to you now. Make the most of the remaining hour or wherever we are in real life of the day, really starting to apply the lessons that we've learned. Try and make a template conform to your wishes. Think about the sort of information you want to store in it. Start to think about what makes for good layout. Consider the white space rules we talked about earlier. Consider using labels carefully. Remember, a label doesn't have to be bigger in font size than the content. You can use other ways to draw emphasis to it whilst giving your content plenty of notice, and rely on the beautiful designs that you have within your cover images to really do the talking and keep everything quite knocked back. So either use one of the templates that we've already prepared for you and just do some tweaks, or perhaps dig out one of your existing catalogues from last year, see if you can replicate that within Consonance, or continue to tweak one of the templates that we've been working on already today. So we'll be, of course, hanging around on Zoom, ready in the chat to help with any assistance there. We'll come back together at the end of the day, and I'll ask you to fill in a feedback form as well, so that we can make sure that we've captured any learnings from delivering the course today, and so that we can plan for the next one. So if you've got any ideas for any further training that you'd like to engage us on, we're really, really happy to write something like this for all sorts of different aspects of your metadata management, publishing management system. So go back to settings, go back to the template area, pick a template that you'd like to work on, and have a good time. And we'll see you on the chat on Zoom in a moment. But I should say, if I'm not going to talk to you again on this course, thank you so much for all of your time and attention today. It's really fantastic to be able to get together and work through something together. So I really appreciate all of the time and effort.